Okay, so there's a bit of a tradition I have whenever I do a last episode of Online Mayhem, and in fact, I haven't followed it for 5 years, but I'm going to go back and do it again, and we're going to have multiple races, as this is the final video on F1 2020 before the new game comes out. So our first race is at Monaco. We're starting at the back, and there's body parts everywhere, and there's more body parts on show than going on the hub or to a strip club. Another body part falls on me there. I feel like I should wave $20 in its face with how many body parts are touching me. Right. Coming down out of Casino Square. Trying my hardest not to get tangled up in all these little mini incidents because there are cars around at almost every corner. And I had to come to a stop there because there was a car facing backwards. Oh my days, this is chaos. This is chaos. He's gone straight through me like Casper the Ghost. But I'm going to have a look at him into the... Oh my goodness me, I'm going to have to just dive bomb him here because he is going to be a hazard. Someone's crashed off there into Perez corner. The guy I'm trying to pass is pushing me. That was rude. That was very rude. Right, he's out of the race. Why the hell did his car not ghost when it's the middle of the circuit? That would be IRL, a safety car or a red flag, I might add.
Alright, we're looking good so far.
Fucking hell, look how many cars are stopped at the side. It's like being part of the world's most expensive car park here. And I'm not just talking about the M25. Right. On to lap 2 as we pass many cars in the pits, having repairs to their vehicles. But we're up to 9th despite going through the chaos that we have. And it remains static for the rest of that lap, I'm not going to lie. And I'm not going to show you the dull static bits. You're here for good racing, and there's a car on the side there. And now there are 2 cars in front of me battling, but I think one of them has got into the pits. So now we are racing Lucas in front of us for P5. Alright, Lucas, let's dance. I need to stop extending track limits and cutting the corners here. People are going to think I'm Tia McMurdoch. Anyway, trying now to have a look at Lucas for 5th. It's not working out though because this is Monte Carlo, the hardest track to overtake on. He came to an almost stop there. So I'm not sure if he just got the corner wrong and spooked himself or what, but he came to an almost complete stop. As we now get really close to Lucas. I'm not going to lie, I was a little bit scared to follow right behind him. But we are going to have a look into the chicane. I'm not going to be able to make the corner. I've cut it completely and gone past him. But we are going to follow some racing etiquette here. I'm going to let him back through. Which is exactly what we did. So we can now resume battle. And again, I'm just ducking and diving a little bit. Trying to find any which way through I can. But there is no way through right now. I've just got to hold my position and got to wait for the opportunity if/when it arrives. Because like I said, this is Monaco. And we're going to try and get a run into the tunnel again. But this time, Lucas has got the traction on me. And I've just got to wait. I've got to wait and see what happens. As we've got a car very unusually parked in the middle of the chicane there. So I'm not quite sure what that's about. He's now got into the wall there. I've gone into him. And I'm now up alongside him. I wasn't sure what he was going to do. But he's backed out and he's let me go. Which, fair enough. I had suddenly taken avoiding action. And that became me committing to an overtake apparently. Not the cleanest of moves. But we went from 19th to 3rd in Monaco. So... And even with me having a spin at the beginning of the race, that just shows that if you stay out of trouble at Monaco, you will be rewarded. Right, back at Sao Paulo, and this time in the dry. I'm still having flashbacks from what happened in the wet. But we're now going to try and get up the inside at turn 1. That's not really happened. Well, he's gone off there. And we're now trying to avoid more cars that are tangling up in each other. Going around the outside of 3, and we have got that move done. We're now going up the inside of this guy. Did I complete that before the yellow flags came out, I wonder? Well, the game thinks so. Why do people do this? Okay, pet peeve of mine, but why do they slow down either in the middle of a corner or near the exit of a corner. You brake and complete your braking before the corner, guys. Come on. Anyway, ranting over, we're now back into this race, and I am up to P7 as 2 cars spin round there. Little bit of synchronisation for you. These 2 are now battling over 3rd, and I'm starting to see my potential in this race as he's been clipped and he's gone wide. He's going to go completely deep into Yung Chao, and that allows me the better exit, and that also allows me into P4. So there's a lot of potential for this race here, and I'm just wondering, podium or win up for grabs maybe? I don't want to call it after last time at Brazil. Like I said, I'm still having flashbacks from that. But we're now at the end of what was a very uneventful lap 2, and he's gone for 2nd, and that's just gone completely wrong because he's tagged the side of the car. I want to say that could be a slight dose of foreshadowing here. I'm saying no more than that. Right, we're now into P3, and we've set the fastest lap of the race, just making a point to the 2 in front of us to get a move on. And now they are battling for that lead. He's taking a dive up the inside from nowhere. They've both gone wide. He's going to rejoin the circuit, and he's got into me there as I tried to take the inside while he was recovering. I don't know if he saw me there or if he didn't see me there, or if that was a boo-boo on my part, but 2 cars are now gone and we're back into P3. But I'm not going to lie, that slightly annoyed me, but here we go, down the inside, and that was a brave one as we were being forced to the very inside of the circuit there. But we maximised the room that was there for us, and we took P2. I can't help but think that could have been a win. But again, I think ambition ahead of adhesion for me. So anyway, the 3rd race today comes from Austin. We've made a relatively good start here, actually. We've made a relatively good start. We're going up the inside, well, up the middle, shall I say, of turn 1. Body parts flying at me again. Guys, this is F1, not the, I forget what you call that gentleman's club. Anyway, we're now going down the inside here, but did not complete the move. He was still alongside. I've been punted off, and apparently this wall has an inbuilt shredder that decides to eat my car up. So that's a bit random. However, the final of all these races now comes from Russia. So, and you know what? I'm going to bend the rules a little bit. We're going to have a bit of fun, get the elbows out and see what happens as we head into turn 1 a bit more aggressively than I would have thought I'd do so. Trying to avoid another car there and nearly hitting the wall in the process, but we're up to 10th. Make that 9th. Make that 8th. Make it 7th? No, because he's just rejoined the circuit and I've had to go a little bit wide just to avoid him, and now someone's going up my inside, so we've dropped back down to 9th, but I'm going to send it straight back up the inside. I'm not having any of this. That is P8. That is, oh, that's now P6 actually, so a couple of cars must have gone off here, and he's not got the best run out of there. That's left him compromised, and he is vulnerable to us, and I'm going up the inside here. I barely made the corner. In fact, I've gone completely wide, but he's backed off so far that I ain't backing back off to let him through. Hell no. Like I said, last race, the rules are out, the rule book is out the window. Let's just have some fun. Let's have some hard racing. As I now look at this guy who is sitting tantalisingly in P5, and I can see the leader's relatively close to me as well, and I want to have some battles for the lead here. I want to have some fun. So we're now going to have a look at P4. He's quite early on the brakes, and we just use him as a braking spot. I do not think the racing adjudicators would approve of that move, but we are now up into P4, and the front 3 cars are right in our view, and he seemed a little bit unsteady into one there, so already he's looking vulnerable. This is lap 3, and that's just going to make things a little bit more difficult for us. We have a 2-second penalty, so even if I can clear these 3, I've got to push hard. He's diving up the inside, and he's just made me moving into P3 a lot easier by going full send, more like full moron mode, and giving me essentially P3. Right, this guy, P2, is on the cards here, and he just jumped out my way there. He just jumped completely out the way. But whatever, it's now P2, and I am closing in on the race leader using all the circuit and a bit more, which is probably why I have the penalty. But look at the speed we've got on him. This is insane. We're now going to send it straight up the inside here. And you know what? Easiest pie move that is. But can we get 2 seconds? That is the big question. Drum roll. All I've got is my knees. I'm sorry. And you know what? I'm not going to waste your time. We've comfortably got it. And the guy in second has now got a penalty anyway. So that's that completely out the window. But guys, I have enjoyed this game. I enjoyed the 2 seasons of my team that I filmed. I'm very sorry that I didn't get to do a season 3. But rest assured, I will be bringing back some form of career mode when F1 2021 is in my clutches. That'll probably be another month because I'm going to Silverstone next week for the British Grand Prix. But for now, let's leave this on a high note of me winning. Thank you for watching. See you all soon.